If you need to make £5,000 in the next 30 days, stop everything you're doing and listen up. Because this isn't about winning the lottery or some overnight scam. This is the exact playbook I would use to start from zero, build and grow a coaching business to make that first £5,000 online in the next 30 days. In this video, I'll walk you through step by step the strategy that works for online coaches and service-based businesses. And the good news is it doesn't require a website, it doesn't require ads or having a huge following. So just focus on the execution and the conversations on the back end. Right, the very first thing we want to do is this. Step one is pick the right offer. Hormozi made a ton of money on just having the right offer and really going heavy on this. In this video, I'll talk you through the exact strategy in terms of what you need to do it. The very first thing you need to keep in mind is that to make £5,000 online with your coaching business, you do not need to have 100 different random clients paying you $27 or €97 or whatever it might be. You just need to have a handful of premium clients to grow your coaching business. And here's the truth, it's much quicker, much simpler and easier to sell just 5 people on a coaching program that's £1,000 each than it is to try and sell 100 different people on a £100 program, right? It's much easier to sell just 5 people paying you £1,000 for a 3-month, 4-month coaching program than it is trying to sell 50 people on £100 per month, right? It's just not even like considerable, because trying to convince those people that are going to pay you £97 to pay more is going to be very hard, and the type of person you want to attract would be a nightmare to work with. So this is why this is much easier. And the very next thing you want to do is don't get distracted and have 100 different offers, 100 different programs, and 100 different ways for people to work with you. Just get clear on one exact program, one core offer, and one price point. I would recommend building out your coaching program where it's just one core type of person you work with, and you're charging at least £1,000 for like $997 in an ideal world. Do that, get clear on the results and the deliverable, and don't overcomplicate it. Once you have your offer and you're very clear on what you're delivering, step 2, the next thing you want to do is literally build attention very fast. Get really clear on the exact content that's going viral within the people you want to work with. Study Instagram, study TikTok, and study the type of content that's going viral. For our clients, we use AI to do a lot of research for this, to understand the exact hooks, the exact topics, the exact types of content that's crushing and going viral. The second thing you want to do with this is get very clear on focusing on the exact problems, the exact pain points your ideal client is stuck with. Use polarizing hooks. For example, it's much stronger to say, here's why the diet you're doing is never going to get you results. This is much more likely to get people to stop, get them to listen to the rest of the video, than if you say the best diet to lose weight is this. People don't like positivity so much on social media, and negativity stops, and then you can elaborate on why exactly your diet is the best choice. If you do that, it's much easier to start off with, it's much easier to grow also. So that's the second thing I'd be looking at here. And the big thing you want to focus on is this eyeballs plus engagement. Is one of the biggest things that's going to allow you to exponentially grow at the beginning. Get the right people into your business with enough of those coming in, and it's going to be much easier to grow. Don't obsess about having the perfect content just yet. Don't obsess about the perfect lighting. Don't obsess about the perfect captions, the perfect editing style. Just get content out there, get good enough, get attention, and then we can focus on step 3, which is going to be the conversion aspect. What we want to do here is start converting that attention into high impact conversations. What you want to be doing is using strategic Instagram story content to turn those new eyeballs from your social media into leads for your coaching program. I smiled here because this is one of the biggest unlocks that's going to get people in your DMs flooding you wanting to work with you, DM your new followers and aim to get people responding to your stories with your keywords or voting in your polls, because you can then message them and talking them through how your coaching program works. Think about this as the modern handshake. Your messages on Instagram are there for you to greet people. If you're on the gym floor, you nod, you wave. This is the exact same thing. You make yourself approachable. You make yourself the first person they think of when they want to solve the problem that they currently have. And this is how you're going to be able to drive and succeed. You can even automate certain things, like just making sure that they get a simple message every time someone follows you, which might be, hey name, just introducing myself, here's what I do, what kind of content are you here for? I'm doing, or here's another one, just doing a little bit of research. What kind of content do you find more useful? Is it this or is it that? Is it my training in the gym content or is it a nutrition one? As an example, the more you ask these questions and the more you start building relationships with people, the more approachable you're going to make yourself, and the easier it'll be to come back later on exactly when they have the problem in 7 days, 10 days, even God knows 2 years from now, and they're going to be there reaching out, being like, you're going to be the first person they think of when they're ready to take the action, or when you put out a really good offer or really good call to action on your stories or a good hand raiser post. You're going to be the very first person they see, and much more likely to then invest and want to work with you than anyone else out there. That's the third phase. The fourth phase here is you want to start closing these people with simplicity. You want to think about this. You want to get people from your Instagram into sales calls. You want to sell the program and collect the payment. You can try and close payments at a low price point in DMs, but at this point, this is simply a waste of time. The easiest and fastest ways to grow from here is have the higher ticket coaching program, get people into calls where they can ask any questions they have. You can go through any objections they may have around the program. You can talk them through exactly how it'll help them achieve the result, and you close them on the call. This is much easier process to sell, especially when it comes to a higher ticket and a higher price point coaching program. This is why this works so well. We also give our clients a very clear system that they can build out a presentation to make it easier to sell the program, and also certain questions to ask to go heavy on the emotion and make it easier again for people to invest in a coaching program. So this is the second big thing here when it comes to closing with simplicity. What you want to do is also with this part is do not overcomplicate the funnels. All you need to get this to work is have a Calendly link set up, have Zoom, and have Stripe. If you have these three processes in place, you can start closing high ticket clients this week. Think about this when you're talking on sales calls as well, and how you want to script it. You want to ask them, you want to build a little bit of a relationship and rapport, like 30 seconds to 90 seconds. Once you've done that, ask about their goals. Find out what's holding them back to achieving that, and demonstrate your solution in terms of how your coaching program is going to solve that. If you do that, it's so much easier then when you share your screen, you talk through your exact coaching program and how it works, for them to want to pay that money to invest and get your results. And the biggest thing you want to think about is this: to hit your first 5K month, all you need to do in that one single month is literally book 10 sales calls. If you book 10 sales calls and you just sign up 5 out of these 10, so just 50% close rate, you're already going to be at your first £5,000. Then all you need to do is replicate this the next month. You can put some of this money into boosted reels, boosted ads, to literally put fuel on the fire and grow even quicker. This is much easier to grow, but one of the biggest reasons most coaches fail is they spread themselves too thin. They're trying to do LinkedIn, they're trying to do TikTok, they're trying to do email marketing, when in reality, if you just have one strategy in place that works and is guaranteed to get you results, be way quicker and way simpler to grow to that first £5,000 fully online in your business in the next 30 days. The second reason coaches fail is they wait for clients instead of starting conversations themselves. The reality is, at the start, if you just have someone come in from a reel that you've just posted, they may not even know you do coaching. So if you just drop them a message and you just talk them through a little bit, you understand their goals, their problems, and you find out if you can even help them, they'll be much more likely to work with you than if you just let them watch 2 years worth of content and then maybe come back. And if you think about this as well, any expensive purchase you'd ever make, people almost always need to speak to someone before they do it. It would be it a car, be it a house, an apartment, and fitness. For a coaching program like this, it's still viewed as a more of a premium product. So you do want to be having these calls and these touch points to move people forward to close them. The last big mistake I see coaches make is they try and sell a low ticket coaching program. The biggest reason that doesn't work at the start is because you just need so many people to actually make a low ticket coaching program work. So like I said at the beginning, it's much easier to close just 5 people in the first month that are going to pay you £1,000 for a 4-month or a 6-month program than it will be to close 50 people paying you £97 or £100. So keep that in mind. And here's a big thing as well. If I lost absolutely everything today and needed to make £5,000 in the next 30 days, this is exactly what I would do. I'd have one offer, I'd have daily content to get people to know about me and what I do, and I'd be obsessed with having really good quality conversations over the phone with potential clients or over messages. This is going to get people to know about what I do, how I do it. It's also going to give me fantastic new content ideas in terms of what people need help with and how can I cover this in content moving forward. And remember this simplicity and this simple process is what's going to make you money, and it's going to allow you to grow much quicker than getting overcomplicated, doing 100 different things and just doing none of it. So just to conclude on this video, you need to have one clear offer. I'd highly recommend having it as at least £1,000 for this coaching program. Post content daily with the whole sole intention to grow your social media and get qualified people on your page following and engaging. Message the people engaging on your content, which would be the third thing. And then close these people into that high ticket coaching program. If you do those 4 tasks every single day, it's almost physically impossible. And I can't see any other way as to how you're not going to start getting clients and you're going to go build your coaching business. But you have to commit to the daily tasks and the work that needs to be put in for you to grow. So ultimately, the solution is rather simple. Do the tasks, have complete conviction in doing the tasks, and it's physically impossible that you're not going to grow your coaching business. Now, if you want the exact content system I would use to generate those leads coming into your content and move that forward, there'll be a video in the description below which will talk you through exactly from a 30-day perspective what content to be posting to go viral and grow your social media. If you want to watch that video, the link will be in the description. If you want to work with myself one-to-one to grow your coaching business as fast as possible in the most simplest and straightest line possible, there will be a link below to apply for that as well. Any other questions you want covered, make sure to leave them in the comments, and make sure to hit like and subscribe if you found this video helpful so I can know what to post more of.